It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by FanDuel. The Red Sox have won the World Series. I got the Duckboat boys in the building right here.
That's right.
Patriots have won 5 straight, so it's all coming up Boston. McGillicuddy's running around, flaunting his shit in my face.
By the way, he didn't look happy at all.
He never does. We'll talk about it. Okay. He never does because he's not a human.
Right, he's a robot sent
he's
to
an
Earth to destroy your life.
Exactly. So Boston just can't lose, motherfuckers. So, New England can't lose, Boston can't lose, Dave can't lose. So we got the can't lose contest for FanDuel. It's a free game to play. It's for the Packers-Pats showdown. It's Brady versus Rodgers. It's Boston versus the world. First place gets a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers signed football.
It's a pretty dope deal.
Little TB12 action.
Glad that they give you the option.
Liz is probably going to try to rig this thing, get her Aaron Rodgers football. And you can enter now at FanDuel.com/can't lose. It's free to play. So get involved. It is the Duckboat boys. They are the stars of the parade, minus McGillicuddy.
Correct.
You are the stars of the parade, more so than any of the players, more so than...
McGillicuddy's consistency. It was like...
He's 16 now?
Yeah. 17.
I thought the sign said 16.
The sign says 16, which I'm sure he kind of gets the sign right.
I was told he was 17. I'm gonna stick with 17.
Okay. By who?
Gaz.
I'm going to go with the guy who made the sign for himself and knows his own age. He said he's 16.
I don't know. Yes. Gaz stalks him pretty hard.
Yeah, he's back. The jump from 15 to 16, as it does often happen in puberty, was no joke.
We've watched him grow up via parades. It's crazy.
It's an annual occurrence, but it shouldn't be. It should just be every now and then.
It is.
It's every fucking year.
That was one of the first times that you ever tweeted me. There was like a blizzard in, I want to say like 2013. And I was like, yeah, if this is the price that we have to pay is, shoveling 12 feet of snow to average a parade once every 1.5 years, and I'll take it. And you said, Jared, I don't even know you. I've never met you, but I hope you break your back. I hope you die. Yep. I was like, Kevin, not good to meet you.
Yeah. Yep. Because you guys are spoiled motherfuckers, and none more so than McGillicuddy.
We do have to shovel, though.
He just sits, yeah, so do we. So do I. I have to shovel, and I don't win championships, so suck my dick.
And you have to vacuum up all the water in your basement.
That problem has been fixed, okay? Swear to God.
Yeah.
So McGillicuddy, he doesn't really smile. He's much like the Mona Lisa. You don't know whether he's smiling. It's like it's a bother. And Coley said it best. He's just on the clock. It's his job.
We were on the Duckboat, and we were just it's just swarms of people everywhere you look. And it was just like one of those times in your life where everything slows down and you get really tunnel vision. And I just see fucking McGillicuddy just staring through my soul. And he's got his sign that's just pretty much attached to his hand, I think surgically.
The sign is perfect too because like you said, there's the big crowd and then you'll just see it
I saw his face first somehow before the sign.
You know that.
I knew the face and then he was holding the sign.
Bob Fox called it like Jaws' fin. It's like dun it. You see him coming through the crowd.
Yeah, once you see it, it's too late.
Yeah, it's over.
The title's been won.
16.
How has he
11.
not? I mean, he's 16 years old. How has he not have a social presence yet? And how has he not been in your mentions?
Because he's not human.
Yeah, that's the thing.
For real. If you are a teenage boy,
he's a
you're in
quasi-celebrity
Boston, whatever, wherever he lives, somewhere around there, and he's part of the Barstool Sports storyline, and you don't capitalize on that. His Twitter's private. He's never responded to any of us. Never an interview. Never a call into the radio. None of it.
I love it.
I love it too. It keeps the mystique
so
alive.
Yeah.
If
he might not know how. He could be a mute. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't speak words. He just grunts and makes noises.
He just makes signs.
Are we aware of what his real name is?
Yes, and I don't want to ruin it for you because it does ruin the
It does stink. It's not as good as Patrick McGillicuddy.
And to be honest, nobody really cares or knows. Robel tweeted it out the other day. He said he called him Patrick McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to delete it real quick.
And
Boston.com, fuck you guys, called me a Yankees fan. They were like, he has a feud with a Barstool Sports personality, KFC, a Yankees fan. Fuck you. I've been called all the worst things in the world. There have been people who said I'm a member of the KKK. That's not as bad as being called a fucking Yankees fan.
All they had to do was take one look at your Twitter during the playoffs and be like, this guy hates the Yankees.
Yeah. So McGillicuddy, he was the star. He's raised by wolves. He's not human. He doesn't even look like he's enjoying himself. The Duckboat boys, they were enjoying themselves.
I have never in my life had more fun than yesterday, Kevin.
You were. Stay hot, rocket.
I watched the rundown yesterday, and you nailed it. So I don't drink during games because I don't I don't know who I'm gonna run into. If someone's meeting me for the first time, I don't want to be trashed. Like if
We did not worry about that yesterday.
Sure
Or at
didn't.
the break.
No, sure.
like I'm trying, like I don't want to like be sloppy, like tweeting during games. Like that's my job. Like I consider myself on the clock during games.
It is tough to just put like stupid nicknames in capital letters and tweet when you're drunk. I get it.
Very tough.
It's tough to write gold bottles 50,000 times in a row when you're drunk. Continue though.
So I usually stay sober. I drink after the games. Like we'll go out after the games. But when you said this is 162 games of celebration
Jammed into
bottled
one.
into one day,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
It was a gold bottle, man.
I was
mean,
fucking
and you were
wrecked.
you were whacked by like noon.
Half
Dude,
hour.
Once
in-
I saw you
half-
chugging
yeah.
the nips at like 11, I was
Yeah,
like, see
it
ya.
wasn't
See
even
ya,
11.
Rocket.
We got on the parade started at 11. Me and Coley were on the Duckboats at like 45 minutes early.
I would
And
be
then,
too.
I was like, we're not.
We're
taking
not
me
fucking
off
this
it.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they
here.
they lined the Duckboats up next to each other where we started. And then I heard like next to me was like Carrabis, and I look over, it's fucking Andrew Benintendi. He's like, take a beer. I was like, oh, thanks.
so awesome.
And then he's like, what did he say? Something about his girlfriend.
That was after.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
after.
I don't remember that. Like there was, I don't remember getting off the boat.
Well, Jared had been chirping his girlfriend.
I didn't chirp her. I was
Early in the
making
year.
fun of him for having one.
Yeah, well, that's
completely
valid.
different.
And so he
I'm
walked up
sure
to us.
she is a rocket.
She's an attractive girl.
Yeah.
We're gonna be respectful. She's an attractive girl. Andrew Benintendi, congratulations on the girlfriend, who I apparently met.
You did.
It's fucking.
You did.
Yeah.
So you were on JD's float.
Yeah.
So is that how it works? Like each player or each crew of
It
the
was
team
just
gets a duck boat?
Rafi,
Hector
and
Velasquez.
Hector Velasquez. Yeah.
Was that like random or they're like boys? Like if let's say if Barstool had a parade, they would be like the podcast each get one. Are they like a clique within the team? I'm just curious.
I mean,
like
there was
why was
there
it
was
not?
the Pedroia, Brock Holt, Benintendi. There was one other. Oh, Jackie Bradley
They
was on
spread
that
out
one
the star power.
for sure.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
got
like
it,
because
got it,
I
got
feel like Mookie and JD are probably the two closest on the team.
Right.
And they weren't.
And they weren't. Yeah, you can't have Mookie and JD on the same.
And then
boat.
so like
power
whoever
boat.
lost the bet had to take you two scrubs on.
Pretty
We,
much.
literally, we were cast off another boat to be on this one, which
But
worked
you-
out
I
because
mean, you guys
JD
were
actually
the
likes
fucking
us.
stars of the of the
I was
parade.
gonna say McGillicuddy. He has that. He's been doing it for years. He's consistent. You can set his watch to him. But that guy doesn't always win MVP. Like
No.
LeBron puts up 27, 7, and 7 every
Yes,
year. Doesn't
correct.
win MVP.
Correct.
We came in. We had Steph Curry.
You were almost like the rookie of the year who were like getting MVP votes, but you're not going to win it because you're the new guys. But you put on a
Be
show.
hard pressed to find out who won it if we didn't.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
no.
McGillicuddy, come on. But I mean, you guys are stone cold in beers. You're chugging the nips. Stone hands from you on that one. That was tough.
Dude, I kept getting shit from like not
That's
catching a beer. It's like
That's
I was
hard.
I was shit faced. B, it was like had condensation on it. It was slippery.
the
So you throw me a
condensation.
slippery beer.
That's a terrible
condensation.
take.
Whatever, man. I was
making
trash.
catches left and right.
No, he was
saw-
getting the lollipops. I was getting the
That's not
seeds
true.
thrown at
I
me.
saw Mick Man with those soft hands just plucking them out of the
Yeah,
air.
no, I caught all the nips though.
I got a nip right off the face. I thought I was
Yeah.
going to lose another tooth, which is not a look I need. Not a look. It was
we got to keep all the teeth you got left.
right now.
going.
Yeah, I need them. Yeah.
The
That
the
hurt.
beer situation was a focal point, though. The trophy. What is the name of the World Series trophy?
Commissioner's trophy.
That sucks. That
It's not
trophy
great.
needs a whole revamp. People were mad that the trophy got hit. Mookie Betts was like, "This must stop." That was a little bit soft.
I did at one point compare it to that scene in 300 where all the spears come down
Yeah.
and block out the sun.
Yeah.
Because that's, especially when there was confetti also falling, it was like you didn't know if it was a nip or confetti.
yeah.
Like you just had to have
You
your
just
hand-
got to start grasping.
Someone threw a literal pint of Hennessy at us, and it would have killed J.D. Martinez's father had J.D. Martinez not
Not
caught
been
it.
there,
It was
yeah.
going to murder him.
Yeah.
dead.
I actually got smoked in. What? I got smoked in the face with a beer and didn't realize it until I saw the video.
Was it like a full can?
Yeah, it was like.
I mean, you were.
Yeah, like my top lip was just swollen, and then I was like, Coley, like, like, did I put on like
What
chapstick?
happened?
Like, do I have like an allergic reaction to chapstick? And then we went back and looked at the Twitter and
No, you
just
were in the
fucking
face.
smashed in the mouth with a beer.
Dana said he got footage in the video that was probably out by now. Of me, like 3 of them hit me, and I didn't even flinch because it's just I was so used to it by then. I was just like, yeah, this is parade life.
Yeah, no, you got
Well,
Kevin,
duck and dodge.
You really need to be in
Shut
a
the
parade
fuck up.
sometime.
Shut the
My,
It's the best.
The other thing too, we were talking about it. My like
assholes.
ribs are bruised.
Oh yeah, no, it feels like I
All
went
around
12
here,
rounds.
It looks like I got hit by a fucking train.
I wish you did get.
and
hit
I
by a
don't
train.
know what it's from.
parade life. It's not Kevin.
You'll get yours someday.
People think it's
No, it
easy.
won't.
No, you
No. Like I'll invite
won't.
you on one.
What?
What?
Next year we can invite Kevin.
No,
Yeah.
you can't go to like a parade that's not yours.
Yeah, it's fun though.
I mean, like, I guess I could go, but I'm not gonna like enjoy it.
I said this to Grinnell downstairs. I can't go to another parade again after that.
Why not?
As a spectator.
Oh, like you have to
Oh,
maintain
yeah.
that level. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either on the duck boat or bus.
Because even the next duck boat won't be as good as the first duck boat.
Well, yeah.
I
never
disagree
know.
with that. I disagree
No,
with that.
I don't know.
What if you're on
agree
the-
that
what if
you
you're on the
can't-
Patriots duck boat?
You can't do like the
Patriots are
in-the-crowd
below the Red
experience
Sox.
after being
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
But I firmly disagree with you that if you were to get the opportunity to go back on the duck boat
I
again,
wouldn't say no.
I'm not saying you would say no, but it would still be an awesome time.
What, are we working with a little rocket raccoon eyes here?
I have no idea.
The sunburn, right? Am I wrong?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's probably like windburn. It's probably like the alcohol that's still in my fucking face.
coming out of your pores.
Yeah, I haven't showered yet. I'm still.
So
I'm still
we
wearing exactly
do have
what I wore.
footage, like Dana was filming this.
He was just running alongside like the route.
So
and
we'll be able to put out a video and maybe perhaps recoup the $200,000 that you cost us. Because I'll be honest, listen, fellas, I got 2 kids to feed. I was
Yeah.
banking on a big bonus because of this, and all of a sudden I find out $200,000 that you could have earned us that you didn't.
Yeah.
You're taking money out of my pocket. Poor Keegan and Shay, they might not even get Christmas gifts because
Right.
of you fucking Duckboat boys dicking
Right.
around. Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
Yeah, so I'm curious. I'm curious where Dave.
Before Jared says anything, I do not associate myself with Jared's take.
That was very smart. 'Cause this is about to be
I don't
dumb.
know where the $200,000 figure came from. I'm just curious where he got that number from.
I mean, it's obviously
because all I said was
made up number,
if
but
I sent out a tweet that could have generated $200,000, then why am I here? Like I would just be like,
well, right, maybe not one, but perhaps an entire afternoon of you guys tweeting, showing, hey, buy this, hey, look what he's wearing. Maybe perhaps get the players who you're canoodling with all day long to hold up a shirt, or dare I say, put them on. There was some recourse that you could have taken.
What I will say for myself, I was sent to Boston initially. I went up Monday night because they were like, you can just leave Tuesday. I was like, I'll just leave now.
Mm-hmm.
I went up Monday night because I was supposed to be there just for local TV so I could rip clips and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know Duckboat was a thing until the night before. So if I had gone up and had like a full box with me, then yeah, I would have been a much bigger dickhead for not doing that. I wish I had more stuff.
You just
But
had what you
I had
whatever you were
I
wearing?
had my damaged sweatshirt, which I knew I couldn't get on it with nothing on. I would have.
Yeah,
Dave would have
dead.
hired a sniper to
Dead.
like shoot me on the boat.
Yeah, you either gotta wear Barstool or 7-line gear if you're gonna be front and center, and that's, that's the
you gotta
only
wear
option.
7-line.
So you had your excuse. You were just an asshole, right?
I was yeah.
Yeah, I was wrong.
That's
why Kevin.
I was under the impression that we were there to create viral content that was going to be tweeted by us. And that's kind of what happened, but there were just no links. So I apologize for no links.
200,000 is
I did
for
tweet
sure
links, but
a number
not
that
during the parade.
Da-
I didn't
Dave-
tweet anything during the
I
parade.
will say I was trying to upload like videos of us to Instagram. We didn't really have service
No,
during
I mean,
it.
when you're at those type of things, service is always
However,
shoddy.
could have done better. It would have been nice. I was saying earlier if we had one of the flags, if I just draped it over the side, that
Oh,
would
yeah.
have been
That would have just
incredible.
taken
great.
care of it right then and there.
So
So I fucked Kevin. I fucked up. I took him back to Okafor. Karan Butler. I fucked up.
Sam, and to recoup the $200,000, Coley and I are gonna custom make a Duckboat
Duckboat
Boys
Yeah, you
T-shirt. We're gonna put it out there for sale, and hopefully the Stoolies can find it in their hearts to help us recoup the $200,000 that we cost the company.
You should
yesterday.
make one shirt that costs $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Make it super special, limited edition.
Yeah, or
Get
just
like JD Martinez to buy it. Be like David Price. Come on, I supported you this whole
Yeah,
time.
you just
true.
opted
Throw me
in.
200 grand.
You just opted. He was pumped to see us.
Oh yeah.
Price was real
I
pumped.
mean, he was on our Instagram.
Yeah.
He was like loving.
Saw that.
Loving life.
He's having a great time right
Yeah,
now. He's
I'm
the only
sure.
other person. He's like Jared's number one, but Price is like might be ahead of him
And
because he also
listen,
just got
I'll
$100
throw my
million.
boy Fights in there too. I mean, his reputation was more on the line than David Price's reputation was.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I
Fights
mean,
picked him to win Cy Young this year and be best pitcher on the team.
Right.
The second one turned out to be
close.
So
What?
Duckboat Boy shirt
Cy
will
Young
be
is
on
close.
sale soon.
I bet you he's top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
The funniest video, second half of the rundown is brought to you by SeatGeek. You wanna go see? I guess right now we're back in a weird period of sports where it's on to early season college hoops, NBA and NHL, where it's like the juices calm down a little bit. So you want to go ease into the basketball, football, hockey, SeatGeek's the best way to do it. You want to go see Bill Burr at the Garden, your
Bill
favorite
Burr.
comedian, you can get that. Your favorite band, your favorite musical, all of it, live entertainment, SeatGeek is the way to do it. Go download the free app, go to settings, add a promo code, enter Rundown, you get $10 off your first order. Funniest video I've seen in a long time is this dude just running through the glass at a bus stop in Southie. I don't know. I love that it was presented with like nothing.
Like this wasn't parade championship related. This was just like I'm hammered.
I thought it was late night after the parade.
It certainly looks that way. But like, what was the end game? What was he hoping to accomplish?
That
and he
That
did.
had
It.
to have
He
been it.
did
You
it.
definitely don't run into a glass window hoping to bounce off of it. You definitely expect to run through it, and he succeeded.
Imagine
so
if they
I'm proud
did,
of
if it was just like bong and he just fell over.
That's fucking thick-ass
I know,
glass.
that's what I'm saying. And the way he like hits, and there's like a half a millisecond where he freezes, and then it just all like crumbles and collapses. It was straight out of like Jackass in the early 2000s, where it was like, next up, we're just gonna run through glass, and it was so fucking funny. The sounds it makes, the way it just cuts and just loops back, perfect.
It's all fun and games until you fucking cut an artery in
Yeah,
your
that guy
throat,
probably,
though.
he probably bled out.
Definitely.
He's
like,
probably dead. But
there-
you know what?
he
If
for
he
sure
did die,
did not
like
get
he went
cut.
out with one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So
It's not a tragedy if you die. I
Die
can't
doing
speak
what you
anymore.
love.
I should have.
Everyone knows
boys,
what I
still
meant.
recovering.
I should have died yesterday.
Yeah, we all agree with that.
Yeah.
That would have been great. Jared went out on top. He went out a rocket.
There were.
My mom's gonna tweet you for that, by the way.
There were.
She's gonna knock.
You got the whole family tweeting at you, Kevin.
Wow.
Fuck you, Coley.
There were.
Mom will do it privately.
There
but
were
I don't know
a
about you.
disgusting amount for like I was loving it because I love Jared, but there were for anyone who doesn't a disgusting amount of like rocket signs,
Oh, yeah.
stay
Oh,
hot
yeah.
rocket
Buddy.
signs, just
Buddy, when listen up. When I was in this duck boat, people were like, "Dude,
You think you're on the
yeah,
team?
why are you even acknowledging the crowd?"
You're not on the
and I was
team.
like, "There's the fucking Stay Hot Rocket sign right there. Like I'm acknowledging the sign. Like
Listen, I can't
wasn't
help it,
yucking
folks.
it up for the like
if the crowd, I give the people what they want.
there was
It
section
was
10. There was
girls were
It was
crying. It was
a-
like it was insane. It was insane.
Girls were crying.
Crying. There was tears. Marty, go look at the blog. There's videos. Girls were shrieking like it was the Beebs going down Boylston.
Listen, it was a tough day for rocket haters.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was
fucking ate it all day.
bulletproof.
All day.
Bulletproof. I was talking on radio. I mean, people are always like, "Oh, we." You say we. What position you play? You think you're on the
Those
team?
people stink.
Rocket. Those people do stink.
Those
But
people stink.
Rocket is like 3% on the team.
I'm
I
for
mean,
sure
he's
not.
like-
The people that were like, "Why you?" That hold on. Two different arguments. I know I'm not on the team. I know that I had nothing to do
I
with
mean,
the Red
like,
Sox winning the
I'll say it
championship
for you,
besides
though, like-
single-handedly signing David Price. I know that I have nothing to do with anything else besides that. But when these people are like, "Dude, you're not on the team," it's like, did you expect me to not celebrate my favorite team's
Yeah, no, that's
championship?
crazy.
Like,
When-
if I get an invite
I was
to
gonna say,
go on the duck boat, am I supposed to say,
invited.
"No, I'm not one of the players," or I'm gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go on the duck boat and have the
I-
fucking best day of my life"?
I get
That's what I
that you're
did.
not on the team, but like, you're also not just an average fan. I
No.
mean, there's a reason why you were invited on the fucking duck boat. There's a reason why, like, Jumbo Dong wants you there. There's a reason why the people are hooting and hollering in the streets.
Crying.
Rocket!
Crying, Kevin.
Crying!
Shrieking. Can we actually, for like the people that are watching this, can we clip in the video
Yes,
of the girl
that's
that
how the
shrieked?
rundown
It was
works.
one of those fucking like girls like, ah! It was like the fucking Beatles in '64.
Rocket! There was
Unbelievable.
also, I saw some clip of this dude, like, you guys were like walking down like an alley, and he had the selfie video out, and he's like, "Yo, look, it's the Rocket." And Rocket was, it was like he was walking down the ramp on Monday Night Raw. He just had this like Vince McMahon swagger going, like, yeah, it's the Rocket.
I
It was
honestly
unreal.
don't recall that.
It was
Anything
awesome.
that was post parade, I can't be held accountable
Right
for.
when we got back to Fenway, him and Brian Johnson, pitcher for the Red Sox, were doing Oklahoma drills in right field.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, sure
Oh,
did.
yeah.
That's why your ribs hurt.
Yeah, oh, probably. That
There's
would-
your answer.
That would explain so much.
Yeah, he tossed you.
Stay hot, Rocket.
Oh shit, yeah.
What's your response to that? Don't you have a?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Never cool down.
That's
Never
yeah,
cool
right,
down.
that's right.
That's right.
We'll get a little NBA action in here
Fucking
for your
right.
boy Coley Mick. Derrick Rose is back. Put up some 50 burger on who was it last night? I don't even know. Who cares?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz.
50 spots.
Where's
from Derrick
Hubs? Did he
Rose.
die officially?
Hubs is
Not here.
I haven't
Yeah, he's
seen. I
dead.
didn't see him today. I didn't
Tough
see
day
him.
for Albs.
Yeah, it was
tough month.
polar opposite of Rocket Day.
I haven't seen him since we got back from LA.
Yeah. Well, it's probably better that way because he's probably gonna try to murder somebody at some point.
Probably himself.
Yeah, probably himself. Hubs' mom's gonna be mad at us for that.
True, sorry.
A lot of
Sorry,
angry
Mrs.
moms on
Hubs.
this.
My mom's very happy with everything going on in the world right now.
Derrick Rose crying. Very great moment for him. A lot of people were happy for him. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest.
Same. Derrick
did he
Rose,
do?
bad person.
Yeah, he put up 50 points last night.
I was at a game where some dude scored like 70 or 80. Wow, was
Devin
that
Booker.
Yeah.
You were
Those
at that
two.
game?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
weird.
Oh yeah.
That's very
Fucking
weird.
off-season Jared is fucking.
He's a creature.
Yeah.
That was
Jared
definitely
downtown.
in April. You sure that was? I don't think that was.
I was there. I
All
was
right.
there.
Definitely not the offseason though.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
Yeah,
was there.
I mean, Derrick Rose, it was shocking like I saw it at late night, the highlights and stuff. It was shocking that he was still remotely that good.
Yeah.
The people who were celebrating like this was this like triumphant
Yeah,
comeback
that was
story.
weird.
Like we're a little past that point. What with the rape and whatnot.
I was gonna say-
allegedly, it's technically not proven yet, but
Right.
he doesn't.
but even, you know
he,
what,
on
let's-
on the record, he said, "I don't know what consent means," so that's kind of tough.
Yeah,
tough look.
and if you even throw that out there, like it was just a bizarre reaction. It was like you would have thought he like overcame cancer or
Right.
something. It was like, you know, this guy he had some injury troubles. He also was like a dick who like didn't show up.
Doesn't
was
know
kind
how
of
to
a
read.
malcontent.
Yeah.
And he had a good game. If you're like Dan or a Bulls fan who like was really always defending him, I get it. But for the rest of the world to be like, I saw a lot of people being like, I don't even like root for this guy, and I'm happy. Like I don't fucking care. To be honest.
I think a lot of
Cool
people,
moment, whatever.
A lot of people get like caught up and confused, thinking he was like, when this guy was really cooking, like there was no stopping him. He was stopped almost routinely by the Heat. Like it was not a contest when they played. Everyone says, he's the most athletic point guard we've ever seen. Not even close to true. Russell fucking Westbrook's a guy, and
Yeah.
came a few years
But
after.
I mean, I think when you're an MVP who
It's-
gets your
yeah,
career derailed,
he
it's
definitely won an MVP. Didn't deserve. I agree with you there. I'm sure Big Cat's gonna come storming through.
well, anybody who was not LeBron James for the past decade won
That's
an MVP
pretty
that they
much.
didn't deserve.
Pretty,
So.
well, yeah, Steph, but yeah, I was shocked it was a career high though, because that Bulls team had no offense other than Derrick Rose. Like that was
Yeah, but I mean,
50 is a lot,
yeah.
but I would have thought he would have hung. Like Brandon Jennings scored 55
Right.
before. Like I would have thought Derrick Rose, like prime MVP Rose, would have
Right.
had one like
Right.
52 to something. You know what I mean? Like Karl Anthony Towns put up 56 like last year.
If you
And
can't put up 50, you're a bum.
That's what I'm trying to say, Kevin.
Rocket could put up 50.
That's
No
right.
doubt.
You ever seen his jump shot?
No.
Just
Wet?
water,
Wet.
rainwater.
Soaked.
How much are we joking here?
I don't think I've ever played basketball. I'm.
No, he did an ad for a different company before he worked for us.
Yeah.
You never know with him. For some reason, they had him wearing like a Celtics shirt, and he has to like pretend to take a jump shot, and it's just a wild
Water.
scene.
I mean, in my defense for that commercial, they told me to keep my feet planted so that you could still see the shirt.
So you need. I mean,
It
you
was like
can't-
a flat-footed
you can't-
junk
you can't,
shot.
Yeah, you can't.
You
like,
can't
put
judge
the
my
rocket in
J.
a box.
His
you
feet
know?
were also pointed in the wrong direction.
Whatever,
That
dog.
was,
Good for D
that
Rose.
was tough.
It was Halloween yesterday, and Juju Smith-Schuster was himself. He was handing out candy in full pads, helmet, and his own jersey. Kind of a flex.
Yeah, I don't hate the move. I wouldn't.
Coming from the guy who speaks in the third person and calls himself Rocket. Shocking.
I was gonna say Jared was his best self for Halloween yesterday.
Jared's the Rocket 365 days a year. He's dressing up. It's like Halloween all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like someone else that, like, who could do that? Oh, The Rock. If
Yeah.
The Rock went
Was
as The
The
Rock,
Rock. Yeah.
he could get away
He
with
would
that.
love that.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
if Britney Spears went as like retro Britney Spears, she could get away with it.
Or if she went as like shaved head Britney Spears.
Yeah, she could do that too. Like if Justin Timberlake did like the afro with the
No,
curls
yeah,
look,
definitely.
like he could get
I
away with
actually
it.
think a lot of people could get away with it if you do like
it's
the
funny.
nostalgia play.
Yeah, yeah,
But
you
this is a
gotta
little
go
weird to
nostalgia.
just be yourself currently. Like
I don't know if
It's just lazy.
because he was handing out candy,
Candy,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, if you're a kid and you're a
well, that's the
Steelers
thing.
fan that shows
This is a
up,
very cool thing for the
yeah,
kids.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's the real
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. But again, there are some people that can get away with it. The Rock can fucking do anything, and people will love him for it.
I mean,
That's
people
why
want
he's
to
the
make him
best.
president. So
I would love if The Rock was my president.
me too.
that'd be
I
strong.
love if the Rocket was my president. Forget about the Rock. The Rocket.
Let's start local
How
first.
about we do a Rock and Rocket connection? Let's get the Rock in here, and it'll be like a little play on words.
I'm not gonna say that that's impossible.
I mean, nothing's impossible.
Yeah,
for
Jared,
you right
nothing's
now.
impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
That's right.
Impossible is just a weak state of mind.
I agree with you.
What else we got here?
I just interviewed Cal Ripken Jr. He's my fucking idol.
Yo, let me tell you something. We've seen a lot of people come through these doors. When Cal Ripken walked in the door, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
First of all, he's big.
He's a big dude.
Big guy.
He's a big
got
dude.
those piercing blue eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a handshake that makes you feel like a little bitch boy.
Yep. Yeah.
Jared like threw like some pity on me. He was like, Cal, he's a Mets fan,
Yeah.
you know? I'm kind of joking around about that. Cal didn't give a fuck. He was just like, yeah.
He didn't
Whatever,
pity
bro.
you at all. But
He's like, do you know me? I'm like the Iron Man. I don't give a fuck.
Literally, 2632, baby. I grew up the biggest Cal Ripken Jr. fan. I showed him my Little League baseball card. It says favorite baseball player, Cal Ripken Jr. on the back. I was like, I have proof that I've idolized you since I was an infant child.
Did you think that was weird?
No, he was like, oh, there's the proof. And then I was like, I have every Cal Ripken Jr. card ever made, too, which is also a fact. I don't know.
So he is literally your number one.
Oh, yeah. Always has
Even
been.
more so than any Red Sox?
I mean, like, in terms of, like, sentimental, obviously, like, David Ortiz is number one, but, like, I grew up, like, Cal Ripken Jr. was my guy. My AIM screen name was C. Ripken 2131X8.
Oh, that's wild.
So I was macking chicks
you
as
just,
Cal
like,
Ripken Jr.
You just picked his name. It wasn't even like Iron Man. It was just like C. Ripken.
I mean, if you have, like, that would have been like a pretty hardo move to be like, hey, babe, what's up? It's Iron Man.
well, it's a pretty
Coming
weird
from
move to
Jared.
just be I'm Cal Ripken when I'm not.
That's not, like, having...
Like you're just picking the guy's name. If
AIM
I was just like,
screen names
I'm
was
M.
not-
Jordan, it's like,
Everyone had Jordan, like, 23 shit. Like, if you have an athlete's name as your screen name, you're not pretending to be them. It's just like, yeah, that's my guy.
The Rock, right?
Huh?
you call yourself the
I don't
Rock.
To
introduce
say-
myself as the Rocket. The screaming people in the streets of Boston do.
The
Frankie, get
shrieking
fuck outta
girls. Stay hot, Rock.
Shrieking.
Stay hot, Rock.
You're
Shrieking.
acting like
Bloody murder.
You're acting like Iron Man would be a crazy nickname though when you call yourself the Rocket. Not introduce, call yourself the Rocket.
I don't call
It's
myself that.
perplexing.
It's taken on a life of its own. I have nothing to do with
Is
it.
this like a Magic Johnson, Irvin Johnson thing? Like there's Jared Carrabis, but then there's the Rocket.
Yeah.
When the lights come
yeah,
on.
exactly.
When the lights come on, that's
the Rocket thing really has taken on a life of its own, and it is probably the best thing that's ever happened in your career. Because your name stinks.
I mean, like,
Jared is like
Jared's
that name
not great.
sucks.
Jared's not
and
great.
Nobody
No
knows
one
your last
can pronounce
name.
my last name.
Yeah.
It's not even a tough last name. That's
It's not. But everyone, like, Dave's an idiot, and he's been
Yes.
saying it wrong for 4 fucking years. So, yeah.
August Rocket is a
I just-
great
I-
rebrand.
but the
like the
fact-
PR
Saugus.
behind this, they're
Yeah.
gonna write like a Harvard business study on this. Like it changed the whole fucking game.
Saugus
Yeah.
does not deserve this much
Yeah,
good
I actually
PR.
like that we're taking like just
Saugus
the
has kinda
Rocket.
been dropped
like,
out
Get
of
rid
it,
of that
yeah.
white trash nonsense.
Yeah.
The Rocket is the way to go.
But people, I mean, like, you know, they'll still throw Saugus in from time to time, but I definitely get, like, Rocket will be the most that I get. And it took me a while to get used to that. I'd be, like, walking at Fenway, and people would be like,
Rocket!
Where's Clemens at? like, yo, I love Clemens.
I love like the people who get so bent out of shape over the Rocket.
Oh,
it's
real
very
mad.
funny. Like I said, it's been a tough run for the Rocket haters.
Oh.
But the people who are like, do you realize that's Roger Clemens' nickname? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's tough. It's tough. I
Guess
mean,
what? There's a new Rocket in town.
that was my whole blog today. I was like, you know, you can love me or you can hate me, but you can never take away what happened yesterday.
No,
Can't
sure
do it.
can't.
You know what's?
That's right, boy.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's fucking right. Yeah. That's right.
I think we'll end on that note right there.
That's right.
That's right, Rocket.
Store.barstoolsports.com.
We got to make $200,000 up. So
Yesterday was
Get to work.
10% off. We're going 10% on today. It's extra.
today, the Red Sox shirts are available for 100% of the cost.
Bye.